Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for December 4th to the 18th. First, we're going to take a quick look at the polar vortex. This is how it's forecast to be in 36 hours. And I put it into motion. It tries to sink southward. And you can still see it remain stretched across this area. And that causes a weakness in the polar vortex for disruption. Now I see it also splits a little bit. One part remains over this side of the pole, the other side on the other side of the pole over Asia. And this is how it goes through each day, kind of comes back together again, and still remains stretched. So they're showing some kind of a weakness. Now another thing that you look at is the snow cover. And you can look here, this orange line is where the snow cover should be, and the white is actually snow, and the orange is ice. And it looks like it's in pretty good shape, but a little bit below normal here across on the North Atlantic side. And that sometimes leads to a disruption of the polar vortex. In addition, the NAO, let me see if I can get that up. The NAO, the forecast is 7 and 8. That also favors a disruption in the polar vortex as the convection moves around the globe and into the Western Hemisphere. Okay, so there's a couple of things that are going on. So we got to see how that works out. Some people are still talking about. I've seen a lot of chatter about the polar vortex. I think for now it's going to affect mainly Europe, but we also have a Scandinavian block developing, and that leads to colder weather there. And let's take a look now at the forecast. This will be for December 4th to the 8th. And you can see here we have the flows forecast consists of a ridge over the Northeast Pacific. You can see it right here. A trough in the west, and an upper low over Hudson Bay. And another ridge is forecast across Mexico. And the upper trough and in Canada and the ridge will result in a fast progressive flow, almost a zone of flow here across the nation. We also have this upper low here, like I said, across Greenland. Okay, this pattern will cause below normal temperatures for most of the west and northern plains. The precipitation west will gradually decrease, but above normal precipitation still forecast for the west coast and the northern Rockies. And below normal temperatures forecast for the plains above normal temperatures forecast from the plains into the Great Lakes. We got to look now at the period for December 9th to 13th. And a ridge remains over the Northeast Pacific. A trough forecast in the west. And from central Canada into the northern states, we still have very, very strong posit anomalies here. Moderately strong, fairly strong posit anomalies over the Northeast Pacific. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temperatures for much of this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures here, with the ridge across the Gulf of Mexico, calling for anomalies of be near 6 degrees above normal for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and here, and the probability of occurrence near 40%, below normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence is near 40%. Now, also, we're going to look at the period for December 14th to the 18th. And what we're expecting is here a broad cyclonic flow, something like this, across much of the country. Still have our very strong posite anomalies over Greenland and posite anomalies here. Trough in the west. Looks like a cold pattern. Now, some of the models are not as much. Doesn't show much, but they're still showing a tendency for a trough here of the northeast and over the northwest. Even the European. So what I want to show you, this is what the weeklies are showing for this time period. Below normal temperatures for much of the country here, especially here across parts of the Great Lakes and the Northwest. So I'm calling for this period similar, almost the same, you could say. I'm forecasting bear with me, it's always one thing or another. I'm forecasting below normal temperatures for much of the country, except for along here, along the west coast, extreme southern reaches of the U.S. And I'm forecasting anomalies being near 6 degrees below normal. That's a little conservative, could be more. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. And for this region, probability of occurrence 35 to 40%. And we have below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for December 4th to the 18th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.